And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. And as promised, carrying on with our Kelvin timeline theme, I thought today I would bring you the D4X Pilot Bird of Prey. That's the Kelvin timeline D4X Pilot Bird of Prey. Yes. And I quite like pilot ships anyway, but they can be a bit squishy, but enjoyable to fly. Yes, there she is. Now in comparison to other ships, I'll just zoom out for you. There you can see what she's like in comparison size wise to other ships. There you go. I believe that's a Breen carrier, I think that one is. Yes. Yes, lovely ship. So let's get the boring stuff out of the way. I'll show you the build and some of the statistics, and then we'll go take a look at the bridge, shall we? But I mean, doesn't she look the part? She does. And this ship actually featured in Star Trek Into Darkness. This was the Klingon ship that actually intercepted Kirk, Spock and Uhura when they went to get Khan. And speaking of which, yes, so the Klingons looked a lot different in that one. Yes, so that was strange, because they look like this, then this, then this, and now this. Yes, so it's all very, very strange. The Klingons have had more redesigning than some of their ships, really, haven't they? Yes, very complex race. Right, so let's have a look at the build, shall we? So here we are. Excuse me. We have 5 weapons to the front. I have 4 dual cannons and 1 quad cannon. Now I'll talk to you about this one very quickly. This quad cannon is only available through purchasing the Ningtao Bird of Prey, which is in the Zen store for 1,000 Zen. So if you purchase that, you can get this Disruptor, which is a quad cannon. So that's that. So moving over here, back to the dual cannon. I have 1 Disruptor dual cannon. I have a Spiral Wave dual heavy cannon. There we go, actually I have 2 Spiral Wave Disruptor dual heavy cannons. And then I have the Terran Task Force Disruptor dual heavy cannon. And now then, that's quite interesting actually, because yes, that's part of a 2-piece set, so we're going to put that back in. We have 1 cannon to the rear, which I've got a Spiral Wave Disruptor turret cannon in the rear, and I'm actually debating whether I should have a torpedo there, but no, we'll leave it as is. I'm using the 2-piece Nokara deflector and impulse engine. The warp core is the Terran Task Force quantum capacitor warp core, and the shields are the Klingon Honor Guard covariant shield array. Moving on quickly to the devices, we have the red matter capacitor and beacon of KLS, which I'll swap out actually because we can get that from our inventory. Moving on quickly to the engineering consoles, we have the Universal Dynamic Power Redistributor module, and if you're a KDF player you can pick this up quite cheaply off the exchange. I think I got this for 2 million EC. If you're a Federation player, it might be a bit more expensive because you have to purchase the Atlas to get that, and I think that's a lockbox ship. I'm running the Universal Ferrofluid Hydraulic Assembly Mark 15, part of the two-piece set, and that's giving me 13.3% projectile weapons damage. So I'm just wondering whether I should have the... Have I got the ferrofluid torpedo? No, don't think I have. That's a shame. I'm running the Engineering Trellium Deplating. In the Science Consoles, Universal Abrasive Hazard Shielding, 0 point energy conduit for the critical chance, 2.3. Universal Simulated Module for the 1.2 critical chance and 11.5 critical severity. Tactical, we're looking at Bioneural Infusion Circuits, which is a lobby item, and that's giving me 23.8 critical severity, and that's a must-have piece of kit if you're wanting to get into the high-end side of the game. Another must-have item for you is the Tachyokinetic Converter, which gives you 1.3 critical chance and a 12.5 critical severity. Moving on, Plasmodic Leech and the Ultimate Modified Swarm Processor, and that's giving me a 3.6 critical chance and a 31.7 accuracy rating. And moving on to the accuracy rating, I've got the Universal Hostile Acquisitions Console, which is giving me plus 30 accuracy rating and a plus 30 starship control. Oops. In the statistics, we're looking at a hull of 72,273, a little bit squishy. The shields are a little bit low as well, around the 18,000. The resists, you know, they're not bad. They could be better. This is quite impressive. The accuracy rating 91.4. That's quite cool. Critical chance 21.7%, which is above 20%. You should be looking at getting your critical chance above 20%, and your critical severity, I've got mine at 156.8%, and you should be aiming to get yours above in the region of 120%. The Masteries Tier 1 accuracy rating +5, Tier 2 5 defense rating +5, sorry. Tier 3 10% kinetic damage, 10% energy damage. Tier 4 increased critical severity +15% critical severity. And Tier 5 standoff +15 bonus damage to weapons when attacking a force forward 90-degree arc. Bonus reduced to +5% versus players. Once per 10 seconds, apply weapons offline for 2 seconds when attacking a foe's forward 90-degree arc. Stations. Here we have a commander stroke pilot station, which I've fitted out as a engineering station. Here we have a commander universal station, which I've fitted out as a tactical station. We have a Lieutenant Universal Station, which again I've put as a science station. Here we have a Lieutenant Universal Stroke Temporal Ops Station, which again I've fitted out as a tactical station. And finally we have another Ensign Universal Station, which I've put as a science station. So there's quite a lot of flexibilities with these stations. The only reason I've stuck to the ones I've stuck to is because I don't have I have very little pilot station options. Say I don't have any pilot stations. What's this one? Or temporal ops stations with this character. I'm still working on him, so that's how I've built it for now. Right, so what I may actually do with this ship is there's clearly a need for a torpedo on her. So I think what I'll do is, when we go to the bridge, I'll swap out and put a torpedo in there. So I shall see you momentarily. Well, here we are on the bridge of the D4X pilot bird of prey. And again, you can see the lens flares there, which are sort of now become synonymous with Kelvin timeline design ships. And let's take a look at this bridge. This is why I really like Kelvin timeline bridges. A lot of effort goes into designing these bridges. Can you get off? No, you can't get off there. This is where you do your library files. Over here is your banking console. Over here is your duty officer selection station. Can we get off? Let's have a look. Can we get off? No, we can't. So, yeah, you can't get off the bridge. Oh, there's another door here. Look, let's have a look. No, you can't get off. Well, hello crewman, how are you doing? It's Kaplar, and yes, today is a good day to die and all that. Yes, you're doing a sterling job. Not much for talking now, really, as a Klingon, but anyway, well, carry on. Maybe it's these suits. I should have made you change into your Klingon outfits first, but never mind. Yes, look at these stations. Aren't they cool? Can you sit in them? No, you can't sit in that one. So it lets you sit in that one? Oh yes, that's really cool, isn't it? And there's a seat here. Can we sit in that one? No, you can't sit in that one. But yeah, this screens here are really good, aren't they? Look, can we see the edge of the ship there? Yes, we can. You can see the ends of the ship there. What about over here? Can we do? Yeah, see the edge of the ship. That's cool, isn't it? Look at this station. This is really, really cool, isn't it? The faintest idea what it is. It's some sort of mapping station. I don't know how it works, you know, but it looks cool, doesn't it? I think it's really, really nice. You know, you can even do a bit of sunbathing here. Look under this light. I wonder if Klingons need this kind of thing. Maybe it stops sad disorder having this kind of light there. But anyhow, it's a really, really nice bridge, and I have to say, well done to Cryptic. I think this bridge has been really well designed. It's small. It would have been nice if you could have ventured off the bridge and had a look round the ship, but yeah. Just ask this officer. So then, officer, you know, what does this station do? You have no idea. Right, okay. Yeah, well, Kapla, yeah. And, this person looks like they know what they're doing. Yes, warrior, how are things? Yes, let's talk about warrior things. Yes, did we see that fight with the Gorn the other day? No? No? Well, my money was on the Klingon, you know. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Because me and you are Klingons, and you're not really interested in talking to me, really, are you? No. Okay, well, carry on. Well, as you can see, the crew are eager to get out there and test this ship out, and I'm equally keen to take her out as well. Right, I did promise that we would change something. We'd put a torpedo on, and I'll show you what I've done. Oops, it's all going wrong. Right, here we are. I've put the Romulan hyperplasma torpedo in the middle, and in the stations I've swapped them round slightly, and I put torpedo spread in. So we'll see how that pans out. There's an attack pattern beta. I think that was in before, but anyhow. So we'll see how all that pans out. So, hope you've enjoyed this tour of the bridge, albeit as brief as it was. But it is rather small, isn't it? You know. But yeah, it's very, very nice, very cool. Right. Let's take her into space, and let's see how she performs, shall we? I shall see you in a moment.
Fire at will.
So here we are. Fire at will. Okay. So here we are. Doing a Jupori run. So let's see how she performs, shall we? It takes a little bit of getting used to, I must admit. Because that little manoeuvre there. Can make you a little bit disorientated. That certainly did the trick, didn't it? My word. Well, she's certainly fun to fly. She's definitely keeping me busy. Wow, that certainly did the trick, didn't it? Oops, hit the wrong button. I think that one got the message. And there we go. So there you have it. The D4X pilot bird of prey in action. Well, she didn't disappoint. I think it was me that disappointed her, really. I wasn't a very good pilot, was I? Very disorientating to begin with. I think I'm going to have to practice with this ship. But a really, really good little ship. Really fond of this one. So I think when I get the proper torpedo on, I think I'm going to fit her out with the Terran torpedo from the Terran Reputations to go with the ferrofluid console. I think she'll be quite a splendid little ship. Yes, I think she agrees with me there. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this review, and yeah, give you a last look at her. I think she's a really cool ship to fly, really cool. It's just unfortunate he's a decent pilot and I'm not that good. But never mind. Well, don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed and you want to catch further reviews, hit that subscribe button. And thank you for your support so far. I think we've hit 250 subscribers and I'm so pleased with that. So, thank you for your support, and I hope to bring you more reviews as we go along. I think the next one I'm going to do a bit of ground armor reviews next time. I think I might do the Mako ground armor, so you might like that, because I know there's a lot of fans of the Mako armor. Right, so without further ado, until next time, this is JeSter signing off.